Okay, since, I have a lot of opinions, and I put out some relationship videos, or not even, they weren't even meant to be relationship videos, actually. They were just meant to be random thoughts, which now has turned into relationship videos. I figured I will make a video talking about, in my opinion, if you want to meet a guy, where is the best place to meet a guy? Like, how do you do this? I mean, I don't have all the answers. I just have some thoughts. So, what I will say is I notice a drastic difference between men that live in the city and men that live in the country or suburbs. Why did I stutter when I was like suburbs? Suburbs. And in my opinion, for me anyways, I mean, I feel that you should think the same way. Maybe you don't. I don't know. I would choose to look for a man from the country or from the suburbs. And I am not saying that all men in the city are bad. I just think more so than not, this is my opinion, might also be fact. Don't get your feelings hurt. I think there are better quality men for relationships, not meaning better men in general or better people. I just think men that live in the city are busy with themselves. I think that's why they went to the city. I think that they're like chasing their career, they are, they want to be really social. They want to live in an area that's like easy to go out all the time. And like I said, and I will repeat it because people get their panties in a bunch in comments, not all men in the city are bad. I am not saying this is this is a blanket statement regarding all men in the city. I know there are men in the city that want to meet women. I am just saying, for the most part, there is a larger portion of men that live in the city that are wanting to focus on themselves, focus on their career, and focus on going out with friends and being social. Whereas in the suburbs, I feel like men are more so looking for a family. I feel like they are set up for a family because they most likely live in a house, or at the very least a townhouse, where I feel like a lot of men in the city, again, this is not all men. I don't know why we always have to preface everything for the internet, because people just you said all men in the city suck. It's like, no, I never said that at all, but okay, take the words out of my mouth and twist them around. But yes, I just feel like men from the suburbs or the country, they are looking to nest more so than men from the city. And men from the city most likely live in a one-bedroom condo, maybe even a bachelor suite. I know this is not all men. Why do I have to keep I should just not care. Okay, whatever. Write whatever you want in my comment section about whatever you think I'm saying. It's too much work to go around and navigate and try to explain myself every little thought I have. Okay, and so this is another thing. Men that live in the country are usually doing more labor intensive jobs, typically, not always. And I think they're just more rugged. They're more manly men. Whereas men in the city, truth be told, they're a little bit more feminine. They probably work in an office. This is not meaning they're bad. There are lots of great guys that do office jobs. This is, but I just think if you want a traditional relationship where you're probably going to have better luck having a long-term relationship, finding a guy that wants to have a kid, you're going to find it in the country. In the suburbs, in the country, there are men that are doing labor work, construction work, whatever it might be. I just think that they still have that mentality of having a traditional relationship. And I know obviously, like anywhere, there are bad men everywhere. Not all these men are good either, you know. I'm just saying. And typically, usually in the country, you are going to find more conservative minded people. Typically, conservative minded people are more likely to want to settle down, get married, and have a family. And so, in my opinion, if I was single, I would spend my time looking to meet people from those areas, looking to join activities, looking to make friends with people so I can get into like a social scene of people kind of more in the suburbs or in the country. I just think you're going to have better luck. And then another thing is I feel like a lot of the kind of, I don't know if there's a proper word, but just like newer generational man, I don't know, it's like the city type people kind of, I think a lot of guys, and I know not all, no, this is not the case for everybody, but I think a lot of them, because they are living a more self-serving life, not saying it's bad, like, see how I can keep explaining myself. I just think that they are not going to look at a relationship as like, you know, where they're going to want to go in and be the provider so much. I think that they're going to kind of think like, we're going to come together and this is just going to be like 50-50 more so. And I feel like a guy in the country, because usually country guys have more of a traditional value mindset, they're more likely to want to step up to be a provider if that is the kind of relationship you are looking for. And yeah, and I know like there are men in the city that totally are fine with that and everything. It's just like, from what I have witnessed, it seems that relationships outside of the city seem to last longer. So I don't know what that is. That is just my opinion. Yeah, if you are more of like a old school minded girl and you just want to settle down, go for the men in the country. Okay, bye.